Lads, welcome back to another video. We're back. It's a great day. So I'm turning 21 in about a week's time, a week and a half, and I've had a pretty eventful upbringing. I moved around a lot. I think I calculated the other day, we've moved to 15 different houses and we've been everywhere. I did a lot of drugs at a very young age. Started having intercourse at a pretty young age too. Started getting relationships at a very young age. I feel like I grew up pretty fast, and I think the main reason for this is because I got a twin brother. We weren't very parented, like obviously our parents were there, they were split up, but we weren't like supervised all the time. We were always just out doing adventures, doing this, doing that. And I think because of this, we were just very curious. And I think because we were curious, we grew up pretty quick and we realized the realities of the world pretty quickly. So to cut out the bullshit, basically, I just want to teach you guys, basically, I want this to be a message to my past self and a message to you guys if you're 16, 17, 18, going into your 20s, what to look out for, what I learned at a very young age, and what you guys should and shouldn't do. At the age of 16, 17, 18, you're about to leave school, and let's be honest, it's the foundation of the rest of your life. It really is, because a lot of guys at this age, this is when they'll get trapped in a job. This is when they'll get trapped in a certain mentality or a certain group of people, and it will really set the tone for the rest of their life. So you have to be fucking careful, man. You really do have to be careful. I also think this is when your brain's developing the most. This is why it was so damaging for me that I was addicted to weed and, you know, MDMA and things of that nature. And I'm not afraid to admit it anymore. I don't really care. I'm well over that point. I've been sober for years, so I don't really care. It is what it is. But that did damage me for a long period of time. If you're 16, this is the main thing that I would be thinking about at your age. And this is the main thing I thought about. And a lot of people aren't going to like this very much. It's not going to be a fan favorite, but you need to find your purpose at a young age. You need to find out what you want to do. And I'll tell you specifically why you need to do that. It's because if you don't create your own purpose and your own reason for waking up every single day, you will be assigned a spot in society. And it's not going to be one you like. They're basically just going to put you wherever the economy needs you. It is as simple as that. Wherever the economy needs you, you will be funneled into a job of that nature. If you don't find your purpose and what you really want to do, you're going to be lost for a long period of your life. You're going to be job hopping, trying to find out what you want to do. People will say, just go with the flow, you know, just take your time. There's no rush. There is a rush. You don't get many years on this earth. Like if you think about it, I've said this multiple times, if you get 40 years, you know, 30 of them are absolutely prime. That's 30 summers, 30 summers. That's it. That's it. So, you know, you can take your time if you want. You can try to just wait for maybe something will magically pop up. It never does. Everyone that's doing like laboring or some shit job they don't like, they were all waiting for that moment and it never came. And I bet a lot of you guys are saying right now, well, Nelson, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know how to find a purpose. I'm only calling it a purpose because that's what most people recognize it as, but I would say it's more a vision for your future. I've told the story a few times about how I was in school and I was a content creator. I was growing pretty rapidly, getting millions of views on YouTube, making money on YouTube AdSense at the ripe age of like 12, 13. So it was looking pretty good. You know, if I kept consistent for another decade or even just another 3 or 4 years, I could have done really, really well. But somehow the school system convinced me that I wasn't worth that. What I was worth is bricklaying. And they basically assisted me out of school, suggested I drop out and become a bricklayer. So that's what I did for 3 or 4 years. But the only reason I was a bricklayer is because that's what the economy needed. There was new development going down in Australia. That's why they suggested that job. They don't give a fuck about your dreams. Don't think you're that important where people actually care about your vision and your dreams. You just have to be so adamant about making it happen that you block out the noise of everyone else telling you what you should be doing. Whatever you feel is right for you, whatever you feel is right, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter what it is, you need to do that. You need to do that for your own mental well-being, for your own mental health. The problem is once you get funneled into these jobs, basically on the back end of those jobs, once they set you up in those jobs, in the back end, they've got these distractions and these addictions that keep you in those jobs, keeping you needing those jobs in that survival state. That's why they've got pokies, that's why they've got gambling, that's why they've got entertainment, free entertainment. That's why they've got nicotine. That's why they got free coffees at work. This is all set up in the back end because they know that you hate your life. Like, no one cares about you as a guy. Not in a way that, like, personally they don't care about you. I'm sure to some degree they care about you, but it's more so the system doesn't care how you feel about the spot you are, the spot you have in society. You're there because the economy needs you there. And I would highly advise you not to set yourself these belief limits, like you're not worth what you think you're worth, like you're not worth the dream that you're after. Whatever it is you want to do, you know, whether you want to buy and sell boats or like become a fishing influencer, like there's just anything that you guys want to do that truly you want to do without setting yourself these pussy ass belief limits, small dick and all your goals, you can do it. The only reason you think you wouldn't be able to do it is because of all the external noise of people telling you that you can't. That's the only reason. If your circle of influence is strong enough, influential enough, and inspirational enough, it feels like anything is possible, and it truly is. So that would be the number one thing that I'd be looking out for when you're 16, 17, just cutting out the noise of everyone telling you what you should be doing and doing what you know you should be doing, what feels right for you. For me, that was YouTube. I fucking loved it. That's what I did. I didn't care what anyone said. I didn't care about anyone that was trying to bully me for doing it. Any teacher or any adult that says that wasn't realistic or person that said it was gay. That's what felt right for me, and I didn't care, so I just did it. And as a result of that, I got really good results, and I found out truly what I wanted to do, because all you guys need is just a small result. You guys need a result, a proof of concept. You need something to come out of the work you've been putting in to show you that it really is possible. And trust me, once you do that, you'll never have a problem with motivation again. You'll never have a problem with getting up and getting the work done, because you've seen that it's possible. You can't look back. You can't go back once you've seen that. It's literally like taking the red pill. So that's the first thing I'd really focus on when you were 16, 17. And I'm so grateful and so glad that this is what I focused on when I was at that age. There were so many distractions trying to pull me down, and I watched everyone else fall for these distractions and then fuck up their life as a process. Because life's not a joke. Life can be very serious, and it can get very shit very quick if you don't find out what you want to do, if you don't find out a game plan. Now, this camera's moving and shit. That takes me on to number 2, which is treat life, it's gonna sound counterintuitive to the first one, but treat life like a video game, and you're the video game character that you're leveling up. It's as simple as this. Once you understand that, once you can see it as leveling up stats, that's when life's gonna get a whole lot easier and it's gonna start flowing a lot better. And this is essentially just not falling for the blue pill and everyone telling you that you're fine the way you are. I had this thing a couple of months ago where I banned the word fine in my house. There's no more fine for anything. You know, if we're editing a video, if we're making a thumbnail for that video and it's fine, no, it's not fine. It has to be the best. It has to be great. You might be fine the way you are, but are you exceptional? Are you the best version of yourself you can possibly be? People hate this idea for some reason. People just, they reject it because they're scared to put in the work into themselves, or they think that because they do that, that makes them morally inferior or something. You become the best version of yourself to make your life fucking easier. Like truly, if you never fuck up on your diet, you never fuck up on your workout schedule, you never fuck up on your work. If you max out your appearance, you max out your physique, you max out your financials, it all plays a role in making your life great, because these things do actually make your life great. Building a good physique made my life like 3 times better. And that's no word of a lie, because it changes everything. It changes the way people treat you. It changes how you feel internally. Like, most people don't even know what it feels like to have pride in their own physique. And like, most guys hate on dudes that have pride in their physique because they truly don't know what it feels like to have pride in their physique, and they're just envious. They're literally just envious. There's no other explanation. So that's all just to say, treat yourself like a video game character, and it really does just become like a hobby at the end of the day. It's like, how good can I get? To what potential, like what potential do I really have? And you don't know until you really put in the work and you see, God, like, I'll just chuck up a photo right now. I don't really edit these videos, but I'll chuck up a photo now of what I used to look like. And it's not what I used to look like, but it was parallel to the mentality I had. Like in this photo, I was addicted to weed. I hated myself, hated the way I looked. I wasn't happy with how people would treat me. I wasn't even enjoying my day-to-day experience. People don't realize by just taking care of yourself, eating the right shit, increasing your physique, it literally makes your day-to-day life way better, just knowing you are the person that you are. And like, not to mention, bro, real shit, if you're like 16, 17 or 18, and you're really dialed in, you're focused on your diet, you're focused on your physique, you're focused on your appearance, you're well groomed, you take care of yourself, you smell good. Bro, I know what it's like at 16 and 17, especially when you're in school, man, you're gonna kill it. And you know what I mean, like you are gonna kill it, man. Because I'm sick of guys denying the fact that they wanna get chicks. Like, especially at that age, man, it's like, it's unbearable the boners you get. I remember when I was 16 and 17, like I was just mad. It was just madness, man. 16 and 17, it was madness. Like, you'll never have that libido again unless you take Mac route. That shit is fucking crazy. And the last thing, guys, the one thing that I wish I told myself back when I was 16, 17 was just hang out with the right people, man. Hang out with the right people. And a lot of guys online, like the alpha sigma guys, and you know, the red pill guys and all the success gurus, they'll always tell you to hang out with the winners, hang out with successful people, you know, ditch your old friends that are holding you back and like that aren't successful and making money and making $1 million a month. No. You need to hang out with good people internally, good people. Because just because you make 100K a month doesn't mean you're a good person. Obviously, like everyone else, I've had people in my own life fuck me over, okay? And it doesn't matter how much money they make, it doesn't matter how good they are at their craft. If they're a shit person, man, they're only gonna be like an infection, like a virus into your life. You need good people around you. It's gonna make you so much happier. It's gonna, like, we are social creatures. We're social creatures in nature. The only thing that really matters is just relationships, friendships. It's really just make sure they want the best for you, because if they really want the best for you, they wouldn't be a bad influence anyway. And like a lot of famous people, like I seen this thing on Jack Harlow, like he still hangs out with his high school friend to this day. A lot of famous people still do that because at least they know that they're real, because they were there before they had shit. And that's the only really true way to know that. It's like when you get a girlfriend, it's like if you know you're gonna be where you're gonna be, why not find a chick now? Because there's no real way to know in the future that they're not gonna be with you just because of all the shit you have, because of what you've built. They need to be there because of the person you are. And that's it, guys. 16, 17, you guys are so fucking young. You've got so much ahead of you. And like, even I'm young at 21, that's still young. But if you're 16, 17, 18, truly like set yourself up now. You're gonna thank yourself later, especially because I think it's getting a lot more competitive. The gyms are getting more packed. The tides are turning. I think young men are really realizing, fuck, we are in a bit of a shithole. Let's improve myself. You know, we clearly need to make money. We clearly need to build a better physique. We need to get more healthy.
Before you leave, if you guys want to really level up your physique next year and get in the best shape of your life, go join the Spartan Society for free, which gives you access to the Spartan method, a proven system to build a strong, aesthetic and functional physique. It's also where we put all of our free resources like the testosterone boosting supplement guides, diet plans for cutting and bulking, and our own hybrid workout plan to turn you into a human weapon. This is also a community where you can hang out and discuss fitness, mindset and self-improvement with the boys. Click the link down below to join. I'll see you guys in there.